Based.
After dark.
All right, welcome to Based After Dark, episode 86. We want to thank all of our patrons, new, old, young, and old. Welcome.
I'm holding back. I'm holding
Great
back.
one,
I'm
dude. Great one.
Just let it go.
Does
someone else
Nope,
want to
it's a little
try?
rough.
Someone else can try now.
We're
Hold on.
sorry.
You guys have a
It's
good
been a
day
while.
today,
It's been a
man.
few months, baby.
It's been a while, you know?
It's been a while.
Speaking of been a while, I'll piggyback off that. Went to the gym today for the first time in a couple of weeks. I ran the most strenuous 9-minute mile of my life. It was a lot. Got a little congestion going on, so that made it a little worse too. But damn, bro,
Did you get rune flu? I didn't get
no,
rune flu.
not really.
Oh.
I got some congestion, little throat itch, but nothing like I'm not like sick. You know what I mean? Just a little cruddy feeling. But I feel fine.
Good to be alive and not have the rune flu anymore.
Dude, you had it
Yeah,
bad. You were fine.
How bad were you?
Oh, I got it bad, man. And that's why I wasn't on the pod last week. And I really wanted to be on, the post Runefest. I was looking really forward
Dude, you
to
were
it.
for like.
We literally sent
Who'd you
him
make
home.
out with there? I feel like there's quite a few people. I remember,
probably
like,
Ginger
Skipper,
Beardy.
Ron, Beardy.
That's
Beardy.
a bad idea. That's a bad idea, you know?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Me and him. I realized this Runefest, like, just how lethal of a combo Beardy and I are.
That you guys are a torch and gasoline. It is just
I don't think we
Hamsey and Beardy with each other is a match made in hell.
Bro,
It really
Beardy
is.
is really from Canada. Like that's where he's from, where he's got that sickness. A little something going on there.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
No,
dude.
I ended every night with Beardy. Like it was always us.
It's because you can't continue past Beardy. Once you hang out with Beardy at a certain point in the night will then come to a
That's
close
true.
shortly
Oh
after.
yeah.
It
I mean,
does
it was
not-
actually like that.
it
was
doesn't
like that in
proceed past
Vegas
him.
too. It was like that in Vegas too. I remember that like we would always be the last ones. I remember one specific night in Vegas when he was trying to leave. It was at our place, and he was the only one awake, not staying there. And he was like, I should go home, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep when I get home. He's like dancing around the pool, and he's like, "Ah, let me see if I can sleep. And then he like lays down in the grass for a second and closes his eyes, and I'm like, is he gonna pass out in like 10 seconds? He just gets back up, it's like, nope, not happening, and he just continues dancing around.
Not happening.
Just like stepping, strutting, just moving around.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was definitely him that I got it from. I was really, really sick last week. Yeah, I really wanted to be on, and then but I had a rough one, man. Like I got sent home from work that day because my voice. You heard how I sounded. I was like, they came up to me. They're like, "Yo, you can't work like this." And I was like, "Shit, man. Like I hope I'll be good for the pod tonight." Like
Did you
I did
play it up when
everything
you
I
said
could.
that?
It didn't hurt me that I got sent home. Like it was in my favor for sure. I wasn't really feeling that day.
When
if I'm
that
being
came up
honest.
to you, did you play it up? You're like, I'm all right. I'll be fine.
No, I didn't need to play it up. I didn't need to play it up at all. I remember I sent voice notes to both Prison Joe and T Papa to just be like, yo, this is what I sound
Bro,
like.
you should have sent it to your boss. Your boss would have fired you. Probably you sounded so bad. Like, would have got sent you home permanently, bro.
No,
You got leprosy or
it's
something.
It's always best to like not best. Like you don't want to get people sick, especially when you work in like a thing where you're not working from home.
So wait,
but,
was it sick or was it just your voice? Because sometimes your voice can go
No.
away and you're not sick.
Yeah, because that's how I am right now.
no,
My voice
the
is not
voice-
fully here.
I was very sick. Like I went on antibiotics and everything, but
Damn.
You had an
but,
infection?
I think I had. I don't know what I had, but I felt.
Bro,
like
what
there was,
the
like, some
fuck
permanent
happened at
like my voice
Runefest?
is still not 100% back. I don't know. I feel like I like have some like I
That
feel like
cannabis
someone took
cough was getting passed around, bro.
Someone took like a
percolating.
torch to my.
I still
vocal
hear like
cords.
some hoarseness in your
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
voice
It's
right
still
now.
like a week and a half later,
He's
man.
still got some horse in his sinus. You're right. He does.
Bro,
He's got a little bit. He's got a little bit of that horse in him. You're right.
Nah, dude, nah. That horse is tranquilized.
Bro, you sound like my Aunt Glenda. She'd be smoking them cigarettes a lot. You know what I mean? Like you still got some rasp going on there, bro.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I hope it makes
Damn.
a full recovery. I mean, I can't go karaoke demon on it if my voice is not 100%.
That's what you're worried
You gotta let
about.
it rest, bro. You know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Avril Lavigne, complicated, some shit like that. Like,
I was-
come
That's
on,
a
man.
good one.
I was gonna say we covered like pretty much last week. It's pretty much me and T Papa going through our whole experience of Runefest. Maybe you guys can share your POVs because they're a little different. You guys came in, well, like Noble came in early too. He was in London
Yeah,
with
I
us as
did.
well.
I
It
want
was-
to
it
hear
was a good
Noble's
time.
POV for the fucking restaurant, dude. That's what I
Dude,
want to hear.
I talked about the fat duck nausea-induced meal that we had.
Yo, I just want to say, fuck Britain and backwards facing seats. What kind of backward ass
I'm with you.
country has backward facing seats, dude? We want to go. We're going forward. Our brain likes to go forward. We should not be facing the other way. Me and PJ, I'm sure he said this last time, we're facing the opposite direction in the car when we went from London to the Fat Duck. We were just like, people were talking, and me and him were just like sitting there in silence, just queasiness. And at some point, we're just like, just keep the windows open. I'm just like, Jesse had the window open on the driver's side. I'm just like, just trying to inhale as much fresh London air that I could. Because, whatever the fuck is in the air over there, the British air, that butter chicken smell, whatever it was, tried to cleanse myself.
Shouldn't you know?
But
Also,
I'm sorry, that's a British dish.
No,
I've
that's
never
very
tried it
racist.
before.
They invented tikka masala. They did not invent butter chicken.
Oh my god, dude! The
They
funniest
might have
thing
done
that
that.
I was
My bad.
cracking up so hard because my dad dropped me off at the airport actually when I was going to Runefest, and in the car I told my dad, "Man, I don't know what the food's gonna be over there. I don't know. Like, am I gonna get good meals?" And my dad goes, "You know what? You can never go wrong with Indian food when you're in the UK."
He knows,
didn't-
bro. He knows.
That's
He
their
knows.
strong
I was
suit,
like,
dude.
"Oh my goodness, man! I have."
We didn't have it once though. I did not
Who's
try
gonna
the
love
Indian
Hey, I
this?
fuck
food.
with
we did.
Greg's. Shout out to Greg's. I'll stand on
didn't
that.
try.
I fuck with Greg's.
I didn't have Greg's, but PJ and I actually had a nice little time at Weatherspoon. I was actually
yeah, wait. We had a nice time talking. The food
I was gonna say, I thought Witherspoons didn't serve you or something. I thought it was
No,
like
no,
an
but-
absolute nightmare.
it was terrible. Yeah, it took so long. But I actually was thinking back to like all the experiences I had at Runefest, and I actually like looked back at that as like one of the like, dude, that's like the only time we like chilled. Like, 'cause,
Dude, how
you
about
know,
those
like, this is-
girls that Cat brought up to us? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Kat came up. Katarina with her band of sirens came up. Just
Beautiful
I don't
women.
know.
Oh,
For the record.
yeah.
Beautiful women.
Band
Dude,
of
they're like the Hex Girls from Scooby Doo. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
bro.
were ready to get beat up.
That's
We
a
would let them just
throwback.
beat us up, right? Like we would let them beat
I was
shit up.
ready to get
we were
No,
ready to
don't
get
hit
beat
me
up.
there.
stomped on.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
And they
ready.
just kept coming up to us and telling us how like much dick we would get if we were gay.
Which I took that as a compliment. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Good
not
thing.
not a compliment, but she like looked
Yeah.
at me and she was like, one of them was like, "Hold on, pull down your shirt a little bit," and like I pulled down my shirt so she could see like my chest hair, I guess. And she was like, "Oh, you would kill it on Grinder, like you do so well." And I was like, "Thanks. I don't know, like." I'd probably do pretty well in RS3 too, but I'm not. It's just not what I'm into. But
Dude, speaking of gay things, you guys saw, you guys know Scotty, right? The fucking Jack.
yeah.
dude, Scotty.
oh
Scotty.
yeah, he's
Twitter.
got a fan
So-
club now.
Yeah, he
so
does.
like
He's
you know,
got a
Scotty,
big fan
Scotty been
club.
posting thirst traps every now and then. He took one with his shirt. He's a
They're
hot
As
gym
he
dude.
should,
progress
man.
He is
pictures,
fucking super
okay?
hot.
It's not weird if I look
Gym
at them
progress
a lot.
picture.
It's I just want to see how
Looks good.
sticks all
He's
tight
looking good.
got.
He's looking tight.
He looks fantastic.
Waist is
He is
good. Shoulders
hot.
are wide. He's looking good.
Great. But the thing is, one of his pictures blew up. I'm like, dude, why does this have like thousands of likes? I'm like, damn, he must have hit it big or something. Like people are hitting it. I click on it, and the entire drop down are just like gay dudes, just like dudes with dicks out in their profile pictures, like, daddy.
Just
Ooh, I'd let
thirsting.
you take me home.
Hey, let
I'm
me-
looking
It
through it
was
right now.
Scotty, if you're
crazy.
listening to this, you need to make
Oh,
a
wow.
not an OnlyFans, one of those like fansies where you just give like where he just throws on like a speedo or
No,
something and,
don't
and gets
listen
paid
to
by
him.
gay
We
men.
want OnlyFans. Give
No,
the
no, no,
community
no, no, no.
what they
Listen,
deserve.
keep your dignity. Just put the speedo on and let the gay men pay you. Okay, just take
Wow,
advantage.
dude, you don't have you don't support sex workers? That's
Or
crazy,
you can
man.
let
what the
them
fuck?
peg you,
I'm
bro,
I'm
and get
friends with
some
Scotty. I
real
know,
dough.
bro. Just I'm doing what's best for him. Okay, that's his non-existent
well, let
real
him make his
unreal
best.
manager.
Scotty,
Those comments
Scotty,
alone.
if you need an agent, I got you, bro. Just give me like a 10% cut. I got you. I will set you up with the hottest
think
men.
gay men
They
are
will
into
pay a
feet
lot
like
of money
that.
for you.
You know,
There's
Hey,
got to
yes.
be some gay men that are into feet. If you're a gay man and you're into
Yes.
feet, let us know in the
Igno-
comment section below.
Ignoble sets him up. He's taking his pictures, and Scotty's flexing, and all of a sudden he's like, "Dude, my biceps are up here." He's just taking pictures. Of
Oh my god, no. Scotty's hot though. Fucking very hot dude. But speaking
yeah,
of
no,
hot
good
dudes,
for him.
Fat Duck, dude. I still remember the last 10 minutes of the ride. I don't know about you, Seth, where we were just like turning into the roads for Fat Duck.
You know, I have a pretty good poker face for pain and being uncomfortable. You're a pussy, so I thought you were gonna die. You know, I could tell that you were in immense distress because I knew how I felt, and I looked over at you, and you were definitely worse. Like you were definitely worse off than me. I was like, this guy's about to die. I think. Like I felt pretty bad.
I thought
It
I
was
gonna
the worst
puke.
day I've seen both of you in our entire existences of knowing each other. That was
T-Pop was having the greatest time of his
the
life
peak.
too, which makes it so funny to me.
Him and like
feel
Adam are like
really
talking
bad,
away,
but,
like
like-
chatting away about shit. I'm just
Oh,
like,
fucking
just trying to please.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting across from Bodhi, and I'm just like, please don't puke on him. Please don't puke on him. Please at least open the door if you're gonna puke. That that like van door has like a little like pocket thing where you can put stuff into. I was gripping that with my entire weight, just like, fuck, please don't do it. Don't
Seth
do
was
it.
definitely Seth was putting his head down a lot while Ignoble was like full tense body fucking gripped up on everything in the van. And Seth was just Seth was like curling up, like Seth was curled up, like a lot more like trying to be reserved while Ignoble was definitely life gripping off to the side. But
So
Yeah,
why
I
were you
feel
on
like,
this train?
I was like, it looked like I was kind of
this
drunk.
was a car. This is a
There's
car.
a car. Like,
It's a car.
Like if you look at if the image here is like, I look like I'm kind of drunk. Getting Noble looks like he having contractions for like birth, like he's about to give birth.
Yeah,
Like, that was kind of the. That was kind of
Ignoble
the
was
view.
very tense.
Yeah, I was just trying to be loose. I thought I was just trying to relax best I could. Ignoble was. That's why when I like, look over at Ignoble and I see he looks like he's about to give birth. I was like, this guy is probably worse off than me right now. But that's the thing was like, I feel like I felt okay. It's when we got off of the exit. I talked about last time. As soon as we got off of the exit and then the stop, the go, the big turns, that's when it got like crazy. If it wasn't for that, I think it wouldn't have been that bad. But that's what really put the nosh over the top. To where we got
I
out,
only
we were
ever
like,
get nauseous if I'm on my phone. If I'm on my phone, I get nauseous. I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was just saying, I'd never get nauseous. I don't think I ever, like you, only ever on my phone. That's the first time ever in my life I've been like to the point where I felt like I actually would be sick, which I didn't end up getting sick, but I know obviously Ignoble has joined the club of individuals who have thrown up in a Michelin
Me and
star.
Annie are fucking holding it down. The pull trig at the Michelin Restaurant Club, dude. You guys gotta join us, man.
Annie's
String
done
at
that
the Mitch
twice,
is
hasn't she?
insane.
Annie has probably thrown up at the Addison for sure. Did she throw
Yeah,
up at the Fat
definitely
Duck?
that
I
one.
don't remember.
I don't think so. I think that was just
like
me.
a couple
You
weeks
had to wake
ago.
her up at one point. Because I have it on the vlog. She was sleeping, and you're like, "Fuck."
Bro, we were. I think that was
Will
the
they
most.
kick you out of that place for going
Dude,
to bed? That's
I
crazy.
think that was the most drunk I've been at a Michelin. Was the Fat Duck. Because I
Really?
think I
Me too.
actually kind of black out towards the end because the end like is so when I try to think back to like the dessert and like getting out of the restaurant, like it is a slideshow. Like I remember
It's a
very
slide.
little.
He
Like,
definitely was. Because I was gonna say on the way back was bad too. Because I was asleep and I woke up once and I listened to T Papa and Bodhi have the same circular conversation 3 times in a row. They didn't change. They were just saying the same things.
Bro, we were.
And then I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Dude? They said the
Dude.
same things like 3 times. It was just circular conversation. It was the same topic. They were talking about food and it was the same thing. I was like, what the fuck are that? I was
that
like
was
mad
fun.
for a second. I was like, what are they fucking talking about, bro? And I was like, fuck it. I was like, went back to sleep.
We were in full drunk yap mode for sure.
Bro,
that
it
was
was
we had just left the
dude.
Fat Duck, bro. Like we weren't sick going into it. We were like, yeah, it was like
That's
leaving
one of my
Disneyland.
favorite-
It's
It's one of my
funny.
favorite experiences at any Michelin. It's happened to me at least twice, if not 3 times. Towards the end of the meal, when we're fucking plastered, I'll be talking to Bodhi for 5 straight minutes, and I won't even understand a single word he says. I'll just I'll just be like, yeah, you remember the fucking caviar? And he's like, but like we don't say anything.
Literally what the conversation was is T-Pop is saying something about the food and then Bodhi just in I couldn't make it out. And then it's just he'd say something.
Indecipherable.
Yeah,
Probably
bro.
yearning back to a past Michelin star meal he had for
Yeah.
lunch one time. And then,
Yeah.
you know.
It was just I was
Yeah.
so
British
confused.
slurring
That's
is
what life
crazy.
is
It's
about, dude.
impossible to understand.
I was
Yeah.
It's
reflecting
possible to
on
understand
gets-
when he's sober.
Well, that
I
was
was
I was the most drunk too because, like I said on the last pod, Ignoble's strategy was to go puke. Mine was to drink his alcohol and mine to get as drunk as possible to reset my like equilibrium, which worked about halfway through. The anchovy sandwich is what brought me back to normalcy. That and like
That's
20
crazy.
glasses of fucking whatever.
I went through all the
Yeah, that's
pictures
just fucking funny.
yesterday.
He's like, would you
I
like
remember
to, you want
looking
the Bordeaux? I was like, yeah, bro, just fucking give me it. I
Okay,
don't fucking
that's what
care.
I want to talk about. From that meal, dude, that Bordeaux we got, Seth, I think is like one of the single greatest things to ever touch my palate. That was
Yeah, man, it was
the
so
greatest
good.
wine
It's like one
ever.
of the greatest wines of all time. That's like a
I
thing
was
that
thinking about it.
Seth
like-
is downing a Celsius. Yeah, shit was okay, man. Yeah, what did you
Bro,
say, dude?
it was the
You got any chaser
that was
for
my
this wine?
favorite.
you have any chaser?
It was great. It was very good.
so
It was
good.
very good. I'm
It was the
joking.
single
It was
greatest
very
Fantastic
good.
rate I've ever
experience. I just think that, you know, like the beginning of it was kind of marred by the whole car sickness situation. But
Understandable.
post puke, oh my god, that meal got so much better. Great time. Like the thing was, like, we were close to the stairs to the bathroom, and like from the bathroom I can hear people talking. So like when I was violently heaving in there, whatever London air that I was putting out, I thought everybody heard me. I was like, you ever see you come down and you think that everyone's just heard you, like the shit that you've done in the bathroom,
No.
and they're just like, we fucking know, we know. And I'm just like in my head, like, oh, please don't everybody know. But you guys were, you know, getting your wine in, getting your drinks in. So I hope
You were
nobody
saved by
heard
a
what I
like
did.
a loud, like we were loud. Like we're always the loudest ones
Yeah.
in the restaurant every
Oh,
single
yeah,
time,
bro.
and we were loud.
Dude,
So there was
I looked
no
around a
risk.
few times just for like some, because I don't like sitting facing. I don't know why I sat there, but I just did. But I don't like sitting with fucking not facing the doors and shit. But like
Oh,
I kept
yeah.
looking around like every couple minutes, and fucking dude, there are people pointing at us. There's people pointing at us. They're like that, giving the side eye. And I'm just like, fuck you, you're miserable. Fuck you, you hate your
Fuck
life.
you.
We're having the time of our life over here. Fuck off.
Dude, everyone
belong
that
there.
was in there looked British as fuck. Just like
And-
actually,
yeah.
at least our schools, like just everyone. Besides us, obviously, we're always
We
the
were having the
coolest
time of our
ones in the
life.
restaurants.
Even
Yeah.
even like even with the nausea, it was still fun. Like just me and Ignoble fucking with each other. I was like, bro, you gonna make it? And he's just like just give me the fucking look. Especially for that first couple things we ate. Like I knew
Yeah.
it was going bad, but we came
yeah.
back.
After that second one, you know, after we cleared the contents out of the stomach, everything went
Yo,
much better.
Max,
and then,
when you did
go for it.
when you went to the Fat Duck, did you do the red wine experience?
When I went to the Fat Duck,
Are you just flexing on him? Taylor?
are
What
you
doing,
fucking
man?
with me? Are you
Fuck
trying to
up.
be mean
That's
to me?
crazy, dude.
Damn, that's
No, I just
fucked
want to
up.
know. Did you do
Damn.
the red wine experience or no?
He's
The
not
cellar
been, bro.
experience,
He didn't go there,
Oh, I'm
bro.
so
He's
broke.
poor.
Dude,
Look
why
at
am I
him, dude.
so
He's
Dude,
so
he's-
poor. Look at him.
bro.
That's fucking poverty right there, dude. He can't afford that.
Genuinely,
I thought T-Paul was just trying to
Forgive
flex
me.
on you real quick, bro.
forgive me. No, I got confused
He
for a second.
left. He left, bro.
Damn.
Aw, he's sad.
Dude.
That's
Dude,
Dude, you're such a bitch, dude. You're such a little bitch.
That's
What the
not
hell
Damn.
is that?
flex on his ass,
Dude,
dude.
next time we're gonna
Literally
strap him to the
flexing on
top
me.
and make him ride backwards as well at the same time.
Oh, absolutely.
And we'll see how he likes it.
dude. My bad.
It's okay,
Sorry,
man.
Noble,
You know,
go
there'll be
ahead.
a Runefest in 4 years, and we can go.
Yeah.
We can
We'll
go
see you there.
in.
When we're like fucking
I am a little
35
mad
and
at
have
Max that he
kids
did, like,
running
is
around.
it messed up that I'm mad at him that he didn't go? Because now I have to spend the money and go back again. Because now when we go back, we have to go back to the Fat Duck because he didn't go, and we have to do it again, and it's gonna cost a lot of
Yeah.
money. This is
Yeah,
all your
you
fault.
You could be mad at me about that, but it's not going to change anything.
It's fine, bro.
You know what?
You have Bodie pay for the meal, and then you tell him that the wire's coming soon. Every time he messages, you just be like, "The wire's coming soon, man," and just see how many months you can say
The
that.
wire's
And-
coming
The
soon.
wire's coming soon, man. And just keep saying that and see how far you can stretch that out for. A, he forgets, or B, he pursues legal action against you. It's a good stretch.
Yeah. I don't think he'll ever forget, but he may never care. That's dude. What is that? 1 hour on Kick, bro? He's fine. He's
Yeah,
fucking fine.
I think
dude.
he'll be
30
all right.
minutes probably.
You know. But
Dude.
anyway, is there anything else? I know you shared that, Hamsey. I want to hear about. I want to hear about your experience of just
Yeah.
when you knew you were coming.
Well,
like,
I really did send it last second. So
yeah.
but I also had kind of a hectic travel there, man. Like
That's what I'm
my
saying.
travel there and
I
back.
forgot,
was,
bro. Forgot
oh
about that.
yeah. Oh man. dude.
Stories, dude. That holy shit.
So I get there, you know, and so like I get to the air. So I flew with Sensei, Elisa, Shep, and teenagers. who is a person for whoever doesn't know.
Dude,
that's his
before you
name.
go into this, can I say something real quick?
Why are you flying
Yeah.
with teenagers?
Bro, if anybody's
Hamsey?
listening who works for
I met
Delta, bro, get
teenagers
it
at the
together.
airport.
Delta Airlines, get it together, bro. I'm a paying customer. Get it together, bro. Let's
Bro,
bring
yeah,
it in.
I love Delta.
I do
swear.
too,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
They
yeah.
gotta
Good
get it together, though.
experience.
Get it together.
Yeah.
Lock in. Bring it in.
Yeah, lock in
Fuck.
Delta. You got crazy people running around your airport. So since Lisa and Shep are already in the gate, so me and teenagers arrived there at the same time. We go in through security together, and like as we're getting to the as we like getting out of security, there's this like big fat guy who I think might have been drunk. I don't know. He was really all over the place. He's like
50-50
you know,
with big
he's
fat
like,
guys.
he's like fumbling all his stuff, and he's trying to get it. You know, he had to take his belt off and to like go through, and his like pants just fully fall down, and he's just wearing,
no.
you know,
Wait.
old
Is
guy.
it like that kid
No.
pissing at the urinal in like elementary school when they fall down?
Like
Like,
a
how-
full-
Yeah,
fully
except
down?
he keeps trying to pick him up and
No.
and he keeps dropping him. He's
Bro,
wearing
just
this like
no.
old
Hold
man.
him, hold him there.
So he's old. He's wearing these like old man tidy whities, and
No.
I see him struggling, and he's like right next to us, and I'm kind of just like, dude, is this guy good? Like he might have actually been drunk, and then and he can't get his belt on either. Like this guy's really having a tough one. And then I see him start looking around at people like for help, and he looks at
Bro,
me,
was he
and I
cheeked up? Was
immediately.
he cheeked up? Or was he like Hank Hill? Like, what was the situation?
I mean, it was like tidy whities, so not like cheeked up,
No.
but
I'm
like
saying, did he have a fat ass on him? Because like that could give you some. Maybe he's
Oh,
got something going
yeah.
on up top. You know, if the ass is fat
Yeah.
enough, it might, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, you know
like-
how that is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
no, I
tweet
mean,
is
he was-
still in
he
my
was a-
drafts, man. You better be careful.
He was a big boy. But I see him start looking around like kind of for help, and he looks at me, and I immediately just look.
No.
I'm just like,
Are those
I
your
turn
tiles?
around like, oh,
Whoa.
You
and
didn't
then I
wanna
see
help
him.
the guy.
And,
You looked
no,
up?
fuck
Why'd
no.
you look
And then
up, bro? There's nothing
I
up
just
there.
looked up on the ceiling. You see and then I see him like lock eyes with teenagers,
Oh
and I'm
my
like,
God.
oh no. And you know, teenagers, he's not like I don't know. He's not like confrontational. He's not gonna like say no. You know, he's always like willing to help people. So this guy like just looked at me. He's like, "Can you please help me?" Like, and teenagers like looked at me, and I'm like, "Well," and so he's like, "Okay." So he goes behind. So teenagers is standing behind him, like, and he's pulling his pants up. He pulls his pants up, and the guy's like,
Dude's
"Can
pants
you?"
up?
He's like, "Can you put the belt like around for me?" So he goes around the front. He goes around this guy's front of his waist, puts his belt through the first loop.
Wait. Can I
And
stop you
then-
real quick? Let me stop you real quick. I just want to, like, for the audience here, Mr. Teenagers, we'll call him John since I don't dox his first name. This guy is love him to death, but he's probably 5'2". So this image that I'm seeing is fucking hilarious of his little
The guy
ass.
was much larger than him, yeah.
This guy's-
And he goes. It
Some
took his full
circus
reach
shit.
really to get around. And he puts and then the guy hands him his belt
Oh,
once he gets. So
my
he's
God.
holding his pants up. The guy hands him his belt and is like, "Can you help me with my belt?" And so he gets his belt through the first loop, and then he just goes all the way around, like not through the loops, and just like
Oh,
hands him the
no.
belt on the other side. Like, you got, like, I get it, you know, like kind of like, "Here, you take the rest." And the guy looks at him like, basically says, "Put it through the loops, you fucking idiot." Like, you know, he's helping
No
him.
way.
He's helping him. He didn't say that exactly, but he might as well have. He
Bro,
looked
thought
at
he
him
was at
like,
the
"You're
men's
not gonna put
warehouse,
it
bro.
through."
Goddamn.
Yeah, he's like, obviously you have to. And at that point, I looked at teenagers. I was like, "Yeah, obviously through the loops, fucking moron." I'm just like egging him on, and I'm sitting there having the time of my life, just cracking up. And
Yeah,
and,
so good.
and so he just like fully goes and like helps him, like just loop one loop at a time, and then like gives it to him on the other side. And I'm just like, bro, the only thing that'll make this better is if he just has to actually buckle it for him. But unfortunately, the guy, or I guess fortunately, I don't know, depending on how you look at it, the guy was able to get it himself. And,
Man, bro.
so that was the story of teenagers helping this guy put his fucking pants on, which was an amazing start to
Dude,
the
I was
weekend.
gonna
Just
say-
starting with a bang.
When you're that big, that's got to be the ultimate fear, the airport. it's gotta be like
That's
on
a
the
good point, yeah.
on the list of like fears of things you have to do possibly in your life as an ultra big bag.
Take your,
Oh,
Dude,
yeah, not
the
fun.
plane's
I mean-
got to be up there.
I think
not
one of the most
your-
embarrassing things to me is like I was actually sitting next to somebody who is on the larger side on my flight back from Europe to America.
What does that mean,
And
though?
this person-
this is a spectrum. Like, how fat were they? Like, you can be honest. Like, it's okay. Like, you know, it is what it is.
Like, not like obese, but pretty fat enough where they had to ask for a seatbelt extender.
Oh,
And
that's
you could
that's
clearly
that's a
tell.
good benchmark.
that's a girthy boy.
So,
Good bench.
so this person like
Seatbelt.
unashamedly asked for it. You know, it was just like, yeah, give me a seatbelt extender, please. It wasn't even just
Good
like,
for
a,
them,
hey,
dude.
can I
Fuck
get
it.
a seatbelt
Good for
extender?
them.
They're just like,
Yeah,
yo,
you
give me
can
that
rip it,
shit
rip it,
on.
man.
You know what?
Fat
Like,
and proud.
you know, appreciate
Yeah.
the proudness there, the pride. But
Yeah.
I
it's
don't
still
think
fucking
this
fat.
guy, but it does feel bad because, like, you know, you it would feel bad to like know that you sit down on the plane and the person you sit next to is just gonna look at you and be like, "Fuck," like no matter what. Like, imagine every time you get on the plane, you just know the thoughts
Dude,
of the people next to you. Are like,
I feel that way. I feel that way. I'm not like super fat or anything, just because I'm a big guy. But I feel that way. I could only imagine how bad that would feel if you're like real. Like I'm talking like, you know, like when you're pouring over, when you're going into other seats. Like
Well,
that's
do they still make people purchase 2 seats sometimes? And like,
dude, you got
Yeah,
to, bro.
who's
There's
got
some
the person to
places-
say that? Is it like the desk agent? Like, how do you bring that up?
No, I think the
wonder.
flight attendant does, but then what if the flight's packed? I think
But
about
I
that
think-
all the time.
yeah.
you would have to do that at the gate, otherwise that would be impossible.
Yeah, bro, that'd
You know?
be a tough job. Be like, you're too fucking fat to get on this plane. You gotta get on the seat.
but this
I
That's
guy-
think
like a
airline
wild thing to
seats
tell
should be
someone.
sold by the
It's
pound,
crazy.
by the you know, like if you the price of a seat should be reflective of how much you weigh. If you're like
Ignoble's trying to get a
90-pound woman-
discount.
Yeah,
I'm
what
trying
the
to
hell, dude? You're a little twink, baby. That doesn't fucking count. You're up there.
Hey man,
Yeah,
we got
easy
the
for
same
you to
seat,
say.
bro.
What you got,
we got the
baby?
same seat, man.
like no, look, I sit in the economy seat and I'm like, okay, like I'm like 5'8", so I'm like, okay, I can fit in here. Everything's
5'8"?
fine. I feel like if you're
Come on.
okay, like 5'7" and 3/4, whatever, dude. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
Why call him out
Hey,
like
well,
that?
that was dirty. He did you like that, bro.
That
Over an
was-
inch.
Yeah,
Fucked
bro,
up,
we're
bro.
literally fuck you, man. We're on the same playing field, and you out here
wild,
shooting your
man.
boy like that. Why you gotta do that, bro?
I'm like a
Fucking-
self-hating short guy.
Dude, it's literally survival of the fittest down there. What are you guys doing, bro? Damn.
I feel like
Is
if you're
it good
above
down
like
there?
the height of
Flying over the natural resources
fuck
down
you,
there, bro.
fuck you.
You guys,
You know? You got
no.
like I feel like if you're over the height of like 5'10", 5'11", sitting in an economy seat, just pure height wise, does not feel or look comfortable. Like
It's not.
I don't know how you're able to tuck your legs in and sit like that, especially on a long flight to like Europe, like 6-7 hours. That's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
I
gonna be
can
real with you
contort
though. I'm gonna be
myself
real with
pretty
you.
well, though.
Regardless of how much leg room you have, you can literally fucking fly business class, whatever you want to fly. If you're over like 6'1", it's gonna suck regardless of what the fuck you get, bro. It's gonna just be uncomfortable. Regardless
Dude,
of
you
how
know what the
comfortable the
fucking-
seat is, like it's gonna
The
be.
move is Delta Premium Select. That's what you got to do.
You gotta, yeah,
That's
the
slightly-
Delta, the
Delta
Delta
Premium
Plus.
Select is like the international first class.
It's international business class. The international, it's called like Delta Suites or something like that. That's like
Yeah.
the first class.
Yeah, no, so sorry. Like the domestic flights, first class, are like the one that you just called. Yeah.
It's
They're the same thing.
it's similar. The seat's a little narrower, but like you recline like pretty fucking far, and you get first class service and first class food.
I got
And
so
it's
lucky.
like it's like less than half the price of a first class ticket. It's totally worth it.
I got the
Yeah.
free upgrade Comfort Plus on all the flights, and every flight on both long flights, I had my own row. How wild is that?
Oh, that's nice as fuck,
Bro, I was laid out. I had the iPad going. I was watching movies.
Yeah.
It was crazy, dude.
I think the best, like for the dollar, is in certain situations what Tasty's talking about. With I think Delta calls it first class, and they call their business class. They call it Delta One, which is like insane. It's like fucking $8,000 if you're going
The Delta
international.
One
It's like
suites.
it's crazy.
I looked at it for the Philippines. It's like $15,000.
It was eight per person.
I was
for
like,
us.
no, that's okay.
It's pretty crazy. But the one before that, the first class premium or whatever, that's usually like a few thousand. You know, it's
Yeah,
affordable for
premium-
most. It's not too crazy. But then
Premium
you have
Select is
the
solid.
the Delta Plus. That's the goated. Just because you just get more leg room, pretty much. That's about it. It's kind of nice, and it's like not much more
I like
expensive.
how
Are
you
you talking
guys
about, like,
have
the
like
Comfort
this
Plus,
down
that
to a
one?
full science.
When you're
Dude,
tall,
I
when you're
fly a
up
lot,
here,
dude.
bro. When you're up here,
gotta
bro, you
do
gotta
it.
think about these things, bro. You know.
Oh, I just hit that economy button and just
Listen,
go
I'm with you.
live.
I'm on.
It's
I'm
fucking
on.
sick.
I think like just because I've said this before on the podcast, I've flown in the first and all that shit, and for the money, for what you're spending, is not worth it. It's not worth it
No.
at all. Not even close. So much better stuff you can spend money on. I would much rather pack into the Southwest flight with the stinky people, get that shit over with, and be there, bro, all day,
And then
every
have
day.
that extra money to spend on the vacation.
Yeah,
you're
bro,
going
for
on.
sure, dude. I don't give a shit. It's a few hours. It ain't gonna fucking kill me.
Would
you
you
know
rather
what I
have a
mean?
better flight or a better vacation?
Yeah.
Like,
But if it's a long flight, I feel like it's more worth it. It's more worth your money.
Okay.
If you're going like
Yeah.
8-9 hours, then like if you want to get first or
honestly,
other stuff
I
like that, it's more worth
really
it.
could have used that for this flight because my travel was kind of rough, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
yeah, keep
like,
going
after
into it.
this-
Sorry, we just ran.
Yeah,
over.
No, but I like
Yeah.
this. It's like it's like
You
a
haven't
journey
even-
we're
you haven't
going
even
on.
gotten to Britain yet.
I
dude.
know,
What
I know,
else
but I
do
like
you
it.
want?
I like this. It's like, we're going on a journey and there's like stops. But
Dude, the fat
like,
guy with the pants falling down that's great. You know, like that
yeah,
guy.
so
Shout to him.
oh, it was great. Fun, nice to start the trip with like just a funny story. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna like
That
tell
is
this story
funny. It just
immediately.
is.
Like, it's just like we already got something, you know. So we go through. We're laughing about what just happened. We go to the gate. We go finally get to our gate. The rest of the crew's waiting for us. They're sitting at a table. They're having drinks. So we sit down. You know, we get some food. Me and Shep Boyardee start pounding shots of tequila like before this
Bro.
flight, and so we had a good time. We had a great meal. Got pretty fucked up, and then we get on the flight. You know me, I like to get a little sauced up before the flight. I bought a nice little neck pillow. I was middle seat. This was because it was Delta, but bought the tickets to Delta, but it's a different operated. One of those situations where you're not able to like check in online or like
Oh yeah, it's
select
operated
your
by different
seat,
airline.
like or like there is a way, but it's like a big
Mm.
pain in the ass. I wasn't able to figure it out because I'm a last minute kind of person, so I did not get it sorted. And then they're like, "You're gonna be on the middle seat." So I get on the flight, drunk already, popping
start.
edible as soon as we take off, and I'm middle seat the whole way. And I got these two
The
ladies
worst,
on either
the worst
side
thing
of
of
me.
all time.
Oh, horrible, dude.
The middle
But
seat
I'm
is
sitting
just
down.
torture.
I'm
Agony.
sitting down. I'm like, I'm gonna make the most of this. I'm a little tipsy. Like I'm great. I have this edible. I'm gonna watch some movies. And the lady next to me, dude. So I'm in the middle. The lady in the fucking window seat, bro. She gets her food before everyone because she probably had some special like vegetarian meal or something. And so she houses this meal, dude. Like I'm watching her just go to fucking town. And she so I'm sitting there, finally my food comes. She's already done eating by the time my food even gets there. I'm watching Iron Claw, which if you didn't know is like the saddest fucking movie of all time. Like holy shit, dude. So I'm at this point an hour into the flight, just to give you idea of like my intoxication levels. Hour after edible, maybe hour and a half after pounding shots with Shep at the airport, and I just finally get my food. I'm drinking wine, and the lady next to me is like, I see her just start really looking around. Like I'm like, are you good? And she's like, I need ice water. I need ice water right now. And they're passing out the food to like the people who are now like the normal meals. And they come to pass the food to us. And she's like, I need ice water. I need ice water. I need ice water right now. Like you could hear the desperation in her voice. And I'm like, okay, I take my water and I give it to her. And I'm like, here, just take this. Like I knew what was coming and I didn't like it one bit. And I was like, here, take my water. Like everything's fine. And she takes a sip of it. She's like, no, this is not cold. This is not cold. I don't like this. I'm like in the middle of fucking tears crying watching this movie, fucked up. And I pause and I'm like, yo, get this lady some fucking ice, right? The flight attendants they're not being helpful at all. They're like really cunty, dude. I'm like, yo, this lady needs fucking ice right now. And then I see at this point, I'm like, they're not gonna give you ice. Like, and I see her like, and I'm like, yo, like, let's get you to the bathroom. And at this point, she like closes her eyes and just like waves her hand at me, like, don't talk to me. Like, like she won't say anything. And then I'm like, oh no, dude. And I just start eating my fucking food as fast as possible.
Oh,
And
no.
she just explodes, vomiting all over the place. Like, I'm sitting there like my meal is, she's throwing up like inches away from my food. And she just leans forward and just, dude, it just doesn't stop. and it's making noise. I'm like,
That would make me puke, dude. If someone puked like that next to me,
I think I might too.
I would.
the lady to my right, kind of hot girl actually. She immediately gets up.
Oh, dude, you're in the
She's
middle
eating her-
seat, too. This is actual hell.
I'm in the
You're
middle.
Yeah, dude, this is
So-
genuine hell,
Dante's
dude.
Inferno on an international
Yeah,
flight.
yeah. This is all the invocations we're on, and she like so.
Because if I'm on the side seat, I'm getting out of there, bro. I'm getting out. I don't give a fuck if they try
But
and
we're
stop
in the
me,
middle
bro.
of
Good
our.
luck.
It's not like it's just an easy step out, dude. Like I got my tray of food too.
So,
So we step out. The girl is like, the girl immediately is like, just gives her tray to the people, and she's like, I'm done with this. I'm not fucking. But I'm still kind of hungry, you know. I took an edible, so
dude.
I'm like, I wanted to eat. Like the food is actually kind of good, man. So, dude, just to give you this image, bro. At this point, because we had to all get out. The lady had to go to the bathroom so she could clean herself up. They had to get into the seat so that they could clean. Like, and just this is the image, dude, of me, just no shoes. I'm standing in the middle of the lane with my tray. I've still got my neck pillow and headphones on. And I'm like fucked up, dude, at this point. Like, I'm really fucked up, dude. And I'm just standing there, neck pillow, headphones, holding my tray. Like, Cincy and Elisa were a couple rows above me, and they look back and they're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what? Like, they couldn't understand, like, why I was just
What are
standing
you
there
doing?
with my. I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, this is fucking terrible, bro.
did you get any
And so
puke on
we-
you? Was there any
bro.
puke on you or no? Or did you avoid
No,
that?
no, nothing was on me. No, she
That's
actually had
good,
pretty
that's
good precision. Because her tray was down and she had the like food tray on top of it.
Oh,
She
so she
actually
got
got
the.
She
yeah.
got it all on top. But dude, it was like
Oh, that's so
to
gross.
the brim. It was like to the brim, dude. You know when you like fill a glass of water,
Fuck, I don't
And
want
you
to
kinda
think
have
fuck,
that, like,
man.
you kind of have that like bubble
So-
over
Yeah,
top.
the
No, God.
the
Yeah, there
surface
was
tension of
no-
the puke on the Delta Airlines food tray, dude. That's
I'm
crazy.
fucking middle seat, dude.
Jesus.
I'm crying. Fucking like Zac Efron's brother just died in the movie. I'm like, you know,
Dude, spoilers, man. Fuck you. Come on, man.
bro, that's literally what the movie's about. Like, and so I didn't say which brother though. Okay, so we finally get back in, you know, and the lady, I felt bad because she's super like apologizing to every single person around.
She should,
And
frankly,
You
she
should
should
ask
be
for money, bro.
extremely
You
embarrassed.
should have went for it, bro. You should
She
have
should have been
money.
embarrassed. She should have cried
No,
afterwards.
she was super. She looked at me and was like, "I'm so sorry about this." I mean, if anyone understands puking on a flight, it's your boy. Like, I was like, dude, don't worry. Like, I've literally grown up throwing up on airplanes. Like, this is like I ended up throwing up on the flight, not related to her, because a lot of people say like, "Oh, I would have thrown up if that happened next to me." No, it had nothing to do. I threw up way later in the flight, actually.
in your seat
because-
or in the bathroom?
No, I know, dude. No, man. You know me. I'm a professional. I'm not a rookie like this
Okay.
lady. Like, but I passed out finally, dude, for like a second, you know, and then I wake up and I'm hot as fuck. And this airplane didn't have those little. They didn't have those little air
What
conditioning
fucking-
things.
What type of
Conditioning
international
now?
flight are
Wait,
you on, bro?
Yeah, what the
Was
fuck are you
this-
flying on, dude?
Was this the international flight? This is your long leg?
This is my long one. Yeah.
And they didn't have
hell,
what
but
kind of
didn't
plane? Do you
have-
know what plane it was?
'Cause usually those are it's a nicer. The bigger planes
You
are
sure
nicer.
you weren't on
Yeah,
Spirit
that's like
Airlines,
a
bro?
shit
What the
No,
fuck
no.
were you on?
You got the oldest
No,
Boeing
I
they
don't know.
had, bro.
I bought the ticket that, you know.
But that's back when they used to make them good, though.
Cincy, and Elisa and Shep already had this flight booked. I just got on the same flight. We actually got teenagers to book the flight the night before. So you think I was last minute? I was the night before that. He actually booked we went to Korean barbecue that night, and he booked it at dinner. Like, so he was really last minute. But I just got on the same flight. I didn't, you know, I wasn't checking. But flights were super fucking expensive. I mean, this one was like $1,000. And everything else was way more than that. So honestly, I mean, when you
$1,000 round
beggars
trip?
can't be choosers when you're that late. But I woke up like sweating hot, no AC, and I got up and went to the bathroom, and I threw up in the bathroom, and then I just literally sat and I actually tried sending you guys a Snapchat, but I don't know if it went through. But I sat in the bathroom for like 15 minutes just on the floor.
Dude, I
It was-
like
it was nice
during
and cool.
flights, it's a tech being a taller person is getting up, and not when I have to actually piss. I'll just get up every couple hours. I'll go to the bathroom and just stand in the bathroom for like 3 minutes.
Dude,
Oh, I do that
honestly,
too,
yeah.
Pretty nice, yeah.
But in this case, it was like my safe haven, dude, because the bathroom was nice and cool. I literally
Yeah,
just
no, it
sat
just
on the
feels
floor.
good in there. Usually not
I just
bad
sat on the
at all.
floor and I was like, I'm just gonna sit here until someone knocks on the door.
Typically, no one shits in there either. Like, you have to be down horrendous to like shit in the fucking
Oh,
airplane
you gotta
bathroom.
be really going through it to shit. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
it was
so like
fine.
usually it's pretty nice going in there. Not bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you
I
guys
definitely
see the-
did worse to that bathroom than anyone else on that flight.
There was a flight recently which had to get turned around because 9
my
out
God.
of 10 of the toilets on that
Yeah.
flight all got clogged from all the shitting or whatever being done in them.
What?
So-
What are they feeding those passengers, man?
I wonder,
I don't
like,
wanna
what
say
if
what
someone
airline
Was
it
it
was,
Delta?
but that feels like
Honestly,
that's,
honestly, no shade. The Delta food's
was-
all right. It was okay.
I know where it
pretty
was
good.
ignoble.
Delta Food's solid.
It was
wasn't
it was
bad.
an Air India flight apparently, and there is a lot of
I'm glad you're talking
I wasn't
about
gonna
this.
say it.
yeah. I mean, if you said it, that would have
Wait,
been
wait,
racist,
wait, wait,
but,
wait. Is
you
it
know.
for real? I was like, what is it, Bangladesh Air? Like, just saying it to
Oh,
myself.
come on.
Oh my god.
God damn it, bro. It was actually Air India. They had to divert a flight back because like
Oh,
like
God.
9 out of 10 toilets got clogged. Can you
You
imagine
can't
being
just
on
make
an
it with
international
one. Like,
flight,
come on.
300 people? That's actually true. Honestly, at that point, I would have been like, just fuck
Dude.
it. Like,
Figure it
good
out,
luck.
bro. You know?
That is
Like, you gotta just make it a
crazy.
flight attendant's job to stand by the bathroom, and anyone that goes in, tell them, "Yo, you got 30 seconds. Like,
Yeah,
you're gonna
right.
Get out." As long as you're communicating
Oh.
that to
Shit with the
people,
door
and you
open.
don't have people like me just going in and sitting down for 15 minutes, like to cool off.
Dude, standing in there is so
Easy.
nice. Usually, it's actually that's crazy. Because I was gonna say, like my flying experience was one of the smoothest parts of the trip. Like, I had a very nice, easy flight over. Sat next to like the skinniest woman you can think of. So I had plenty of room on the way over. And on the way back, I was like, T-Pop had there was 2 seats to myself. That was nice.
No,
Chilling.
mine did not go well. It didn't get much better, except I
Dude,
did
the
watch
middle
that
seat
King
though, that's
Kong.
so like you got the middle
Yeah.
seat too. Like that's tough.
I did watch that
Tough
King
game.
Kong Godzilla movie after. Fucking awesome. Terrible
I liked
reviews.
it
I don't
too.
know what the I don't know what the fuck they're
actually
talking
enjoyed
about,
that one
dude.
as well, dude. That did not
Bro, there's a giant red monkey, like a red king, like an orangutan King Kong. And like I couldn't really tell what was going on. I was really fucking high.
Wait,
But
can I tell you about a cool experience in the movie before I forget? So what I did on the way back, I put on Interstellar and I
Ooh.
timed up the takeoff with when they're going into space. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty badass.
okay.
That's
Sick
pretty
catch,
cool,
dude.
actually.
It was
Yeah,
actually,
no, I like
it was
that, yeah.
actually pretty sick. It was actually a cool moment. I felt it was
Uh,
kind
What
of
does
sick.
that
It was
have to
pretty
do
sick.
with
How long
Kong
were you
versus
on the
Godzilla?
fucking-
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
forget. Sorry.
I don't know what, but if anyone's thinking about watching this movie, all I got to tell you, dude, there's a part where, so the orangutan King Kong it's not King Kong, he's a giant.
You love apes. You're really passionate about apes.
I do, dude. Yeah, I do. Bro, he's got a whip. He fights with a fucking abyssal whip,
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
It's
he
just like
does.
for no reason. It's just like
It's
one
a
of his
tent whip,
weapons.
dude. It's a tent whip for sure.
Yeah, it is more of a tent whip. You're right, dude. And King Kong's fucking hand gets like chewed off or something, and then the humans give him like a fucking robot hand. And then there's a part where they're fighting in the city. The red monkey takes the whip, uses the whip to grab a building, throws the fucking building at King Kong, and King Kong fucking punches through it with his robot hand. Like, I saw this and I almost screamed on the flight. Like, let's fuck. That was the highlight of my whole. That was the only like cool thing of my whole flight, dude. I was like loving
my
life
God.
at that moment, and only for that moment. And it got kind of bad again after, because for my second flight, I also was middle seat. It was at this point, a 2-hour flight, for the second one. But bro, you know how you know the rules. Like, you're a middle seat, you get both armrests. Like, everyone knows. I am in the middle seat. The lady in the window kept passing out, and she was using my armrest, and she kept passing out and kept falling over into me. Like,
Like, literally
anytime I would
passing
doze off
out?
for a
Or
Is that
just
the girl
sleep?
that
like
puked
fall
too?
asleep.
She
would fall
pukey girl?
asleep, and she would fall asleep with her
This
arm
is
on the
second flight, this is
armrest.
Second flight.
Second flight, she would fall asleep with her arm on the armrest,
Oh,
and she would just slide off of it and like fucking bump into me. Anytime I would even start to doze off, like, she would just wake me up. Like, this lady was like determined to not let me sleep on this flight, and I'm fucking
Dude.
dying at this point. Like, I need to pass. Like, I'm so tired that I'm at this point like able to pass out even in the middle seat sitting straight up, because like that's just how tired I am. And like, we'll talk about stuff at Runefest, but the way back was not much better, dude. the final night of Runefest was the Endor party. So we did that, after party at Bodie's. I stayed up all night. I packed before leaving out to go out that night. So I sent the last night all the way into the flight. My flight was like 10 a.m. the next morning. So I full sent the night into the flight. It's not too hard
You
to
do that every trip, by the way, I'm pretty sure.
You do that every
Well,
trip.
it's tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tech, so you can sleep on the flight. Also,
then you come home
play
dead for the next 3
So this is
days,
the
yeah,
video.
okay.
This is the last day of Runefest. It was a sad day. It was. You sent me this video at 8:30 in the morning. I would like to play the audio if you don't mind.
What?
Yeah, you sent me a video at 8:30 in the morning of the day that we were all leaving, not living. We're living and leaving. Can I play the audio for you?
Yeah,
I don't know.
even know this.
I don't know what you said. I couldn't understand you. But if anything's bad, we'll just bleep it out. Here we go. You ready?
Hi, Velvet. This is LeSean.
Dude.
My God, time sure does fly.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't really appreciate you putting me on blast on that last record. Anyway, I know you got a show. I'm not trying to have you put me on the guest list, but I'm just wondering if I could ride with you. It's not all about you, boo.
This is a Green Velvet
What?
song. I don't know. I know exactly what that is. I don't remember sending that.
That's what you sent me at 8:28 a.m.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
8:20
sense.
a.m., bro. What the fuck?
That
That
must
makes
have
a
been
lot of
me.
sense.
I don't
I know you
know.
didn't get
I don't
up at 8
remember
in the
sending that, but I
morning.
know what that is. That's a Green Velvet song called Voicemail. I don't know.
Dude, you
but-
left me
so-
one. You left me the voicemail.
So
Thank you for that.
good, great. I hope you enjoyed it. That was me leaving. So I'm fucked up. So me and teenagers now take the Uber to the airport. I'm sitting in the back of the car, the back of this Uber. I'm just rocking still. Like I'm full go mode. I haven't lost a step at this point in the night, or morning, I should say. And I'm full going. And our Uber dude starts getting into this, like, as we're getting closer to the airport, starts getting into this road rage situation where him and this other car start cutting each other off and honking, and they're flicking each other off. And I'm sitting in the back like, hell yeah, get him. I'm egging him on big time. And then they also pull into the airport. So we kind of start to realize that this is also an Uber dropping off passengers. So I'm telling the Uber in the back, like, fuck yeah, let's go. Like, you fight, like, you got to fight that driver. Like, don't worry, we got your back. Like, you fight the driver, we'll fight the passengers. Like, let's go. Like 3-on-3, like however many they got, let's go. And then we go, they drop us off. And both drivers instantly get out the car and start like meet in the middle. They don't just start swinging, but they meet in the middle. They start like yelling at each other. And then out of the back of the car is Mr. and Mrs. Mammal.
No!
And so the mammals get out of the back of the car, and I'm like, oh, never mind. We're not gonna. And we just go. So, they look nice and well rested. So we go meet them kind of right next to where our drivers were fighting, and we just like, hey, what's up? Like, all right. So then the four of us all went into the airport together. They were actually on our flight. But so another situation of it's the same way I came out as I came in with the airline situation. So I wasn't able to online check-in because of this app, and the line to check in was really long. Like this is where I started declining because like. I'm moving. I'm, inertia, bro. Like what's in motion will stay in motion. I'm doing fine. Once I had to wait in that long ass line, this is when I start like, oof, like I can feel my battery I feel myself go into low battery mode. And I get up to the counter and the guy's like looking at his computer. He's clicking around. I've been on that side of the desk and other, instances, and I know the way he's looking at his computer, and I'm like, no. Why are you making that face, bro? And he looks at me and he's like, did you not online check in? With this fucking judgmental ass tone. And I looked at him like, no, man, why are you asking me that? Like, I don't like that at all. And he just goes, he starts saying well, you know, the flight is legally allowed to oversell by 10%. And because you didn't online check in, and then the rest of the words just kind of drift off into like, da, 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 da. I don't even hear what else is coming. It like muffles in my brain.
10% sounds
And
insanely high, first off.
But that's what you get. So never mind. All right, go ahead.
That's what he
Who
was
started you on?
talking.
Jesus,
That's what he was telling me. He's like, as if it's my fucking fault. He's like,
You're victim blaming, dude.
You're really victim blaming, just like the guy. And he's making it seem like it's my fault. And I'm not hearing anything he's saying at this point. It's muffled. And when he starts saying that, I literally drop, like, I put my hands on the counter, and I just put my head into my arms, just like right there on the counter. And I just put one of my hands up, and I'm like, I'm speaking into my arms right now. And I'm like, no, just go do what you have to do. I have some time. I'm not doing this. This is not happening to me. My friends are all already checked in and waiting for me. I was like, and I looked up at him one more time, and I was like, so I'm just going to be right here. You can let me know when you're done. And I put my hands back in my arms, and I just laid there like for like a couple minutes. I just hear, I'm not going to look up until this guy says something. I'm just like hearing him click, 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 click. And then he's finally like, okay, well, there's a seat open in business class. And then I'm like,
Whoa.
oh my God. And then he goes, so I'm going to upgrade someone else and give you their seat. And I was like, fuck you, dude.
That's what you get, bro. He told you that on purpose. Oh,
yeah,
that's so great.
He's like, I'm going to upgrade someone else and give you. I was like, you could have left that part out, you fucking dick. And then he
That's
hands
so
me
awesome.
he hands me the boarding pass. I snatch that shit out of his hand, and then I just run. Like I'm running. Like I'm not going to take this. Like before you somehow call me back and try to get me off this flight, like I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm getting on this plane. Our flight ended up getting delayed, and we only had like an hour and a half layover. Our flight got delayed like an hour, and we get on, dude. We get there off the plane, and all of us collect at the gate right outside, and then Cincy just fucking takes off. Like just the one representative of our group, like Cincy, dude, just running army style, tight ass, like that shit don't jiggle one
not
bit.
materialist, bro. You said in the full run,
Dude, bro, running in the air, dude. He was full running in the airport.
You have to commit for it not to be on the tier list. If you half,
no. You're right. Yeah. No, it wasn't like that. He fucking sprinting, dude. Like he hauls ass, dude, and he just runs because our gate was also far. It was not close. He just bolts it to the fucking gate and gets there and is like, I'm checking in, and he told them there's 3 people coming behind me, like just wait for them. So luckily, we had Cincy to just book it, bro. I never seen that boy move so fast in my life. And he goes, and so we finally get there, and this is the happy ending of the story. We get on the plane, and it's fucking empty. 4 seat rows, just all open.
Wow.
All of us took our own 4 seat. And so this actually reminded me of what you said when you said you timed the movie. So I threw on Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I thought of you. And so on all 4 monitors, I started the movie at the same time. Just because I had these 4 seats all to myself. So this way I could like lie down on the side, lie down on the right, sit up, and I could watch it on whichever monitor that I wanted to and just still be. All I had to do was unplug my headphones and stick them to the one that's closest to me. And I've never slept so long on a flight in my entire life, dude. I got a full night of sleep on this flight, man.
Where's the connecting flight at? Where's that at?
Amsterdam, dude.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's why no one was on. Ain't no one going to fuck. I don't know, like,
Well, I know Mr. Mammal was on your flight because I remember Mr. Teenagers, he messaged me and he's like, yo, Mr. Mammal's on my flight. And I said, you know what to do. That's all I said.
Mr. Mammal's on our flight. A cold one was on our flight as well.
Wait, why are you talking shit about Amsterdam, dude? I went to Amsterdam right after Runefest. It was pretty sick. It was nice. I did shrooms for the first time.
I was just wondering.
Oh, hell yeah.
What was that?
You did shrooms in a foreign country? That sounds terrifying. That's what they did in Midsummer.
That does sound kind of terrifying, dude. I would trip a little bit.
I was with 15 other dudes doing degenerate shit. I don't think I was sober for like 15 minutes of that entire weekend.
It was a bachelor party,
That's great doing that with a big group of people because, it makes it funny because like everyone trips in like their own way. So you just have like a melting
yeah.
pot of like different experiences people are having.
Dude, the
Sounds
place where we were
terrifying.
staying was like kind of in the outskirts of Amsterdam. We took shrooms and we went around to a park. There were alpacas there. We
native?
hung out with alpacas.
Where did they
While
get
I was
those?
on I think they were alpacas.
They were dogs,
I mean, I was
dude.
tripping.
They were fucking
They were
dogs.
dogs.
They were just
Well,
dogs.
there's there's a lot of alpacas in Tennessee. We got them here, and maybe you got them over there too.
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna pull up the photos, and
you
if
sure?
they're just dogs, I'm gonna,
Bro,
I'm
they're
gonna
just
cry.
fucking dogs.
Dude, alpacas, they're
are
nasty little fuckers, bro. They're kind of.
Okay.
Are they the ones that spit at you, or is that llamas?
Llamas
They
spit.
can spit at
I
you, but
think
llamas
both
are
of those
worse.
do it.
Yeah, both of them do, but llamas are definitely more asshole than alpaca.
So I have a
see.
question. What is what is the rule on whether or not you're allowed to lean back in your chair? You know, are you full lean backers to the person behind you? Just fuck
I
'em?
lean back,
No.
dude.
I
I
think
don't
it's
get mad if the
disrespectful.
person in front of me does it. I'd full lean
Yeah,
back, dude.
I just do
I'm
like
on the
halfway.
same. It's okay. You can lean back, and I'm also gonna lean back.
Yeah, like halfway. I
So-
usually do like halfway, probably. Typically, like
So
I
the
lean back
tech-
like halfway.
So my tech for that is to lean back in increments. Because like it's the only
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only way you
100%.
really are gonna
That's
like,
a
get
good
someone
idea,
like
bro.
You
Yeah,
react.
fucking
that's a
hit
good
the
idea.
bullet and just like, what
Dude,
the fuck,
yeah,
man?
that's also.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention that that my long middle seat flight. As soon as we sat down, he did that. Like it was not.
Bro, I was gonna say, bro, you stuck like international flight in economy in the middle seat is probably like that's. I mean, Delta economy is not bad at all, but it's just damn. That's a tough. That's a
Things
tough
I do
gun,
for
bro.
the love of the game. Nah, next
bro, you toughed
next
it
year
out
I'm
for sure.
definitely taking like a fucking exit seat or something, man.
Just
Well, yeah,
like
dude. Like
plan
I know
earlier, dude.
on those even Delta on the international
Yeah, or
flights,
just
you can
plan.
get a on this. They have the 2 seats on the side, right? You book one of those on the aisle. Like that's not bad at all. Pretty good.
No, this was 3. Well, I guess maybe there might have been some.
There wasn't
something like
2s
that,
on the
but-
side.
No,
I guess it
think
depends
was
on the
3.
plane. Just depends on the
No,
plane.
in economy, it's typically like 3-4-3.
Okay.
Usually.
On the one I was on, the
Yeah.
economy had 2 as well. It was like 3 in the middle
Okay.
all the way back, and then 2 on the sides all the way back. Which is it's not bad if you can snag that seat. Not bad at all.
For the love of the game, man. Came back, fucking landed that night, back to work that next morning, bro. Wasn't feeling great, but
And
I
they sent
made
you
it.
home.
No, the next day. No, I made it through that day. Actually, it wasn't like till the next day that I woke up and just couldn't even speak.
We both sent you home. You guys sent home twice.
Yeah, I got sent
bro.
home from both my jobs that day.
Pretty impressive for the most part. But
Dude,
Worth it.
how was Runefest?
So
I know
worth
you guys chatted about.
yeah, dude, we talked all about it. I was only gonna say my travel was immaculate. The only issue I had was I connected in Atlanta. That's where the big Delta hub is. Like I went to Atlanta, then to London, and I got on there. I know the airport there very well. I've been there a bunch of times. So I always get like people are just I don't know why people do it. They run to like their flights. If you get on the little fucking train thing, it's way quicker. It might not seem like it, but it's way faster if you just get on the little
People
train
just
thing.
like to keep moving.
People just want to run, bro. So but anyway, I get on it because I know what I'm doing there. I wasn't even in a rush or anything. I just jumped on it. It's just some guy who got on this guy is like, I don't know what his deal was, but he's like, can you move? And I'm just standing on the side holding one of the things, you know? And he's like, can you move? And I look down. This guy's like 5'3", bro. I look down at this guy. I'm like,
What'd you say, little bro?
I literally just said no. Just stared at him like intently, and like he had like a little pussy fit like in front of me, like and like fucking like shuffled off to the side, and then he like threw himself back against like the train wall to like hold himself in place like a little fucking Ninja Turtle. I'm just like, bro, the fuck? What do you think?
Why
I was
would
like, I
he
was
want you
literally
to
like,
move?
I don't know. I have no idea. Like that's why I looked at him. It was like a good like 10 seconds in time waiting for the door to close. I'm just staring at this guy, and then eventually I just said no, like literally just like that. I said,
Yeah, see, if that was me, I'd beat your ass, Seth.
I
You know, I'd
guess,
fuck
dude.
you
I don't
up.
know, but that guy, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That was weird. Besides that, though, no Cheeto bag lady for me this time. So W travel.
Oh, one
Yeah.
thing I did when I traveled this time, which was the biggest travel hack ever, is they sell these things on Amazon that are like Bluetooth dongles for the TVs. So I was able to use my noise canceling Bluetooth headphones on the Delta TVs.
Oh,
Dude, let me tell you this.
genius.
Bro, it's fucking
Can I tell you this?
They're so easy to set up. They're $30 on Amazon, and yeah,
Bro,
it was
My
life-changing.
headphones I have now came with one of those, and I forgot it.
Idiot.
Oh,
Dumbass.
that's a good.
Yeah.
But I know you
Jeff.
guys
They're
did
insane.
talk a lot about.
Highly suggest.
I know you guys did talk a lot about Runefest. I just wanted to say one of my like big takeaways that I think was like a really underrated aspect of it was watching the summit live. Like I was nerding out so hard,
Yeah.
bro.
That's fine.
The like I remember like the first announcement, the new duo boss, the new endgame duo boss. Like that was like the first thing. Like, you know, the summit starts, like fucking lights go out, and like they start playing this trailer, and it's like so different, such a different experience from watching at home on your like, dude, it's like concert level sound systems and like the fucking bass and the like the video that they had was so sick. And like with all like showing all the content creators and just like hearing everyone like ooh ah
Dude, you were
know, and that-
stressing out before that, bro. Before they even started the summit, bro, because of this guy.
I
down
was
here,
stressing, and I try not to like, you know, I don't want to be a dick and like,
bro.
you know, I
Keep
don't
on
like
that
rush
Hamsey
people.
stressed out, bro.
Dude, yeah, I mean, you felt me on that, but like,
Bro, you had me stressed out second, and I was calling this guy. I was like, bro, where the fuck you at, bro? Hamsey's about to shoot this place up.
Okay,
Like, what's going on?
okay, no,
RuneScape.
but no. Let me tell you what he's talking about. So we get a front row seat, like we get a whole row of seats because everyone was like, "Oh, let's all sit together to watch the summit and like let's get 6 seats."
I think
So
that's fair. Fun.
We go at the beginning, and we get seats for everyone, and we're messaging everyone on Discord like, "Yo, these are our seats. We got front fucking row." Right off to the right, like great seats. Like everyone come sit with us so we can all sit like I'm not saying like just you have to be next to me. I'm saying I know this is gonna be a cooler experience if we're all next to each other watching this. And everyone's messaging, all right, yeah, we'll be right there. We'll be right there. And fucking just not coming. Like just not on their way at all. Fucking lying. Like, oh yeah, we're on the way, going to take a piss in the bathroom, going to get a drink, hanging out in the back talking. And I'm like, dude, there's people coming to take the seats. And we are sitting there like, oh no, these seats are reserved. Like, dude, we're like fucking. I felt like Jon Snow fighting off the White Walkers when they're climbing up the
This
thing,
is
man. I'm
Bodhi
like,
scene reserved for
Dude.
Bodhi.
yeah, like we're making up bullshit, and like now people expect Bodhi to come, and like, you know, like we're just trying to fend off these seats, and then they just don't come. Like, and I was sitting there like, fuck, man. Like this would have been so much cooler for us to all be sitting there.
In my
That's
defense,
just why
I did not know it was that serious that you're fighting off White Walkers. And then
no,
number
it's
two,
fighting them off.
this is when this was my moment, bro. This is when I ran into It's Will. I had to.
You
know, I
did
had to-
tell me
I
that
had to
actually.
chop
You
it
told
up.
me that.
And
you
the whole
told me
time
that the
I'm
first
talking
thing.
to Will, bro. My phone is vibrating every 2 seconds with either PJ or Hamsey trying to talk to me. I'm like, oh my god, like what is going on? I'm finally talking
So-
to Will, and then my phone will not.
I
stop
remember when
shaking.
you showed up. I remember when you showed up at the seat, and I'm sitting there like, seats are taken. And I remember you came up. T-Papa comes up to me like hands up, like first thing he's like, "Yo, I just like he like had it ready, like I just met
Yeah.
this Will," and I was like, "All right."
That's why
that's
that's why
fine,
like
fine,
we were
you
on
get
our way
that.
there and we ran into him and it was like, all right,
I know.
this is,
I know how
this
much
is when we
that
chop
means
it
to
up.
you.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I get it. That's fine.
but then we
so
sat
we
with
let
you.
him-
I'm so the seats were fucking insane. If it weren't for those seats, we wouldn't have had the emote. Like they literally were front row. Luckily, we did get to. We just missed sitting with you guys for the summit, but we were able to sit.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
The
So
golden gnomes.
we kept those seats and then sat for the gnomes, and I mean that's still very fun to like see everyone like right, you know, be right on the stage.
That was my
for
favorite
the-
moments because they showed the sailing thing, and like it tails off and it's like really quiet, and I just go ah. I got that on the vlog too. It was pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
It was
that
just
happened, and
perfect
then
timing.
I'm sure you guys talked about me just being on the live stream like during the gnomes. Like, I mean, bro,
Yeah, we
they
probably
announced-
did.
Crazy.
They started announcing best new streamer, and I'm literally getting ready to like there's no doubt in my mind that it's not our boy Brett. And like I'm just like I'm looking at the other nominees, no hate to them, but I'm like, dude, I don't ever know any of these guys. Like there's no and bro, even in the arena, auditorium, whatever you want to call it, like the reactions of the crowd when they showed all the nominees, like when they showed Brett Dog's clip, like the place went crazy. And then
Did go
I
crazy.
remember
Yeah.
she goes, and the winner is, and you hear multiple different people in the back screaming, Brett Dog, Brett Dog,
Yeah.
Brett Dog. And then she just goes, Frey. And I'm like, what? Dude, so Brett actually had a talk with us, like a really serious talk, because Prison Joe and teenagers were both saying, like, dude, if you don't win, like, we're going to boo like crazy. And Brett got, like, I've never seen him get so serious. He was like, no, fucking don't. Like, he got stone cold for a second. And I was like, okay, like, I'm really glad he told me that, because if he didn't tell us that before, that live stream would have had me doing some disrespectful shit, which would not have been
True.
You know, like
True,
Frey,
but I
Frey
wouldn't have
doesn't
booed-
deserve that. Also,
I wouldn't have booed Frey. I was only gonna boo if it was the VTuber that
It
won.
was the
I was gonna boo-
VTubers.
I was-
It's okay that Frey won, as long as it wasn't the VTuber that
yeah,
streamed
if
RuneScape
that
9 times.
VTuber who she streamed
that would have
RuneScape
been
like 8
stupid.
times,
That would have just
I'd
not
boo.
made sense. That would have
I'd
been
boo.
yeah, no. It's definitely better that it was Frey. And so I just was dumbfounded by myself, and like I didn't like make the face for, bro. You know me. If I was making the face, it would have been something a lot more animated. But it was like I did see the camera guy come right up to my face, and I didn't notice it until he got off me. Like he like moved away, and it was after he moved off that I was like, wait, I think that camera was just in my face. Like, I wonder if, and then my phone just starts buzzing. Like my Discord DMs just start blowing up. And then I hear Prison Joe just start look at his phone and just start laughing his ass off. And he shows me his phone. It's just a clip of me like but yeah,
Dude,
no,
yeah.
I do just want to say, like, you know, Frey does not deserve to catch strays for anything. For like, I mean, like, I know we all talk about like how fucking much we really thought Brett should have won, but like it's not.
He shouldn't come the next Runefest though, probably. You know what I mean?
He doesn't need to catch
Right,
strays.
you get banned
Also,
from every single event.
I also went bowling with
It's a joke.
I went bowling with Brett, and like you know, they were chatting it up, like, you know, he's a good lad, like. And also I do want to say like in the past, I remember when, because this is related to YouTube streamers, you know, there's so many more people, and you can't underestimate the power. Like, we do realize that, like, as like Twitch and Kick and everything, like, I feel like we're like a small subset compared to YouTube almost in terms of how
Twitch
many
is
just fucking
so tiny.
people. Yeah, compared to how many
we literally
people
talked
on
about that
YouTube.
last week, where it's like I feel like not a lot of us had really ever heard of Frey because he streams on YouTube, but YouTube
Exactly.
is 100 times bigger than Twitch will ever be.
And
the
this is
thing
also the
is-
same thing that happened with not last Golden Gnomes, but the Gnomes before, when Limpwort won Best New Streamer. Everyone was like, I remember it was people were saying the same thing. Like no one knew who Limpwort was. They were like, who the fuck is this guy? Like Limpwort, you know?
Yeah.
Apparently he's a YouTube streamer. I ended up checking out Limpwort after that happened, and now he's one of my favorite content creators.
So his videos are
Yo,
great.
yeah, he's great. I
Dude,
love
they're
his
so
videos.
good. He's I watch Limpwort upload like automatic anytime I see him upload a new video. So like, you know, there's no it's not like
Well, the
Frey
people
won for
that
no reason. I mean, he's definitely doing something right.
the people that watch YouTube are a lot more casual as well. Like, they're not going to Runefest. That's what I was gonna say. The people who the Twitch chatters are more passionate about whatever content creator they support because they're in there every day yapping and chatting away. And YouTube, it's a lot more like casual people. For example, like those two guys I met like right when I got there who were wearing my merch who wanted a picture with me. They weren't even in my Discord. They joined my Discord today. And they're like, "What's up?" They were like, "Yo, nice meeting you." And they post that photo up in there. Shout out to those guys again. Double shout out for you guys. But that's just an example of, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the YouTube audience it's a lot more broad and bigger, but they're not, a lot of people, it's a lot more casual to them, you know, like they're you know, they're not gonna fly out to Runefest, but they definitely are gonna support their content creator kind of more casually, I guess you could say, than like a Twitch chatter will.
We met a good amount of the podcast enjoyers, and I heard it from a couple different people that they're like, I don't watch your guys' streams, I just listen to the podcast.
Yeah. It's because we're, you know, definitely RuneScape / lifestyle podcast, kind of both into one. So we definitely have. There's some people who don't give a fuck about us playing RuneScape, which is, I think, is cool. But, you know, shout out to those
Dude,
people.
podcast enjoyers were crazy. Just the fact that, to me, they're just like, "Yo, dude, like, I love
Bro,
the
Noble
pod."
had
You're
some
like,
fans,
"I'm
bro.
a big
He was freaking out.
Yeah. I finally had an excuse to wear my ignoble shirt.
Yeah, dude.
People loved it, man.
I just love
Who
the
did
fucking.
someone think the
when-
shirt was? Someone thought someone else
Dude.
was on the shirt.
So someone in the bathroom thought it was Oda Block, and then and then
Yeah, close enough. Close
and then
enough.
Bodhi thought it was Greg for a second.
I was literally
That's
hanging out with
pretty
him for
funny.
days.
Can I tell
Come
a funny,
on,
let me tell a
man.
funny bathroom story.
Bro.
'Cause so Mr. Mammal said that these guys in the bathroom stopped him and he took a picture of some guys in the bathroom. Like they stopped him in the bathroom. So I forgot to so I also had a bathroom experience. I'm taking a piss next to this guy and he like chats me up as we're pissing and he's like, "Are you Prison Joe?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, obviously not right now, but can we take a picture after this?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Not right now.
Yeah, I didn't do the Mr. Mammal took the picture in the bathroom, which is insane, bro. That's crazy. Like, shout out.
It's got to be illegal, dude.
Yeah, that's you know, that's the borderline Dr. Disrespect. Like that's close because he did that shit or something like that. But yeah, that
He
was
streamed in the bathroom. Is a
He
little
took
weird.
the
was,
stream into the
but
bathroom.
still
Oh,
bad.
okay. Yeah.
There was-
Yeah, that guy. That was my piss story. I forgot about that. Guy was like, it was just so nonchalant too.
I'm sure you guys talked about sailing too. I don't have a lot of input on that, but I did test it out. And when I sat down to log into the sailing world, they were having issues. Like there was like a special world you had to log into, and there's having issues. It wasn't letting me log in. So I was like, okay, what if I log into, a normal world and then I world hop to it? So I log into the normal world. And it's just my character standing where I last logged it out, and I'm standing there at Zaya Blood Runecrafting, exactly where I am right now. And as soon as I log in, these lads behind me are like, they walk by like, "Yo, this guy's sitting at a Runefest just crafting blood runes right now." And they all start laughing at me.
Oh my god, that's
I'm sitting
there like-
hysterical.
I'm sitting there like, no, that's not what happened at all. I'm sailing. I was gonna world up. It's not letting me because it wouldn't let me world up. You had to
That's
actually log
embarrassing,
into
bro.
the world.
You got cooked.
I was
For
like,
real.
no,
Dude,
this
you got
is
cooked.
happening at all.
It's pretty crazy because when I walked over to the land section, I ran into a cold one and John MP4, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck are they doing? They're doing a lot of clicking for sailing." And I walk over and I see they're doing duo tobs there. They were fucking. I think a cold
That's
one also
so nerdy,
got a
holy shit.
duplicate pet
Yeah, you
roll
gotta
as
do
well.
pet.
A cold one got a
duo
pet.
tobs at land.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
pet. Yeah.
He got a
Cold one
pet.
got pet at Runefest, first ever.
That's pretty
Dude,
funny.
yeah.
My,
His first top pet?
the
No,
dude-
no,
first,
second
first,
pet.
top,
It's a dude.
first ever top pet at Runefest.
My favorite thing at the
okay,
land thing
got it,
was I wanted to try this sailing. I was going to, and I walked over there, and it looked really busy. And Rice Cup was standing right there on the edge of the place. I said, "This is perfect." I said, "Give me the rundown." This guy gave me the entire rundown, every point about how it is, the movement, etc. His thoughts, like, was very fluent. Like, gave me everything I needed to know, and I was like, "Thanks, boss. I'm good now." It's like I didn't play it after that. I just wanted to hear someone like him, like he gets RuneScape, obviously, like he's one of the goats. It was really nice
Yeah,
to listen to him just
That was
break it
fun.
down.
I kind of wish we I missed Runefest day 2. I woke up at 5 p.m. So I missed the whole day 2, but I really did want us to at least sit down and send one Tob as a group. Like,
Yeah.
4 of us all just together calling out comms like in real
What if
time.
I screamed
real
range
person,
prayer in the land, bro? That would have been great.
Dude, see, like I really did want to have that experience at least once, but kind of fucking because I
Dude,
did
next
see
year, next year.
I did see a group of lads. They were doing some chambers, and it did look really like wholesome and fun. Like when they got to Ulm, like you could see a crowd kind of forming behind them. Like they didn't get shit,
Can
but
you imagine, like,
just the
like,
curiosity
back
of
in the
like
day,
if it happens.
They had LAN parties like that, right? Everybody would literally bring their fucking entire PC over into somebody's house. You'd wire all that shit up together, and you'd do on like I don't even know what games they played to do that shit in the 90s.
I used to
Can
go
you
to LAN
imagine doing
parties
that
in
with the
Syria,
boys?
dude, as a kid. Like that's the shit I grew up on playing like OG Counter Strike
Yeah.
in
That's sick
Syria
as
on
fuck,
the
actually, yeah.
at the LAN parties. Well, they have. I mean, they're not like at people's houses. It's like a big
Internet
thing there.
cafes.
They have like these
Yeah.
cafes. You go and they have all these computers
Yeah.
and you set up and you just play LAN with everyone. And like anytime someone would kill someone with a knife, you would yell "Kharoof," which means lamb in Arabic.
That's
Like, can you say
great.
that? Are you good like to say that?
Yeah, like
Oh, okay, I
slaughtering a
was making-
lamb.
Okay.
Oh, I get it.
Jeez.
It's just a word. It's just means lamb. Like I'm slaughtering a lamb. Killed you with my knife.
I was just making sure.
And everyone, one person
Damn.
would yell. What do you think? It's like a slur.
I'm just making sure, man. Make sure you can say that. That's all.
That
Bro, you
sounds
can't
fun
say
as
that,
hell.
dude.
Like,
I was
I
looking
think I
forward
would
to it being a
love
slur.
doing like team content with the boys if I could just like I pulled up my PC and just like brought it over like, yo boys, we're meeting in
I
Oklahoma and doing some
I
tubs.
almost got
You know
it
how
together.
there's like, you know how you PK people by like fucking them up in the raid? Imagine like I just like start fucking with your keyboard on the side.
It was gonna be me, Bread Dog, and T Papa. There was that last day, the last day that you missed. It was mainly pretty much just us sitting around and kind of like talking to people, and we never got around to it. But Bread Dog he really wanted to do a Tob, but I just never got it together.
I felt bad. He
But-
was messaging me. I woke up to Prison Joe calling me on the phone, like, "Are you coming?" And I was like,
Oh, wait, let me update on that. Okay, so I was calling Hamsey to ask him about the dragon soup. This individual has the dragon soup. He's going to send it to my PO box, and he said he will give me the tracking information soon. So we'll be en
Oh, fuck
route
yeah.
soon, and then we will find a time and place to try it together and experience it together. So shout out to.
"Where's that going to be?"
I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. We'll find.
It's kind of time to start thinking about
We'll
things.
find
huh?
a place.
Well,
you
there's
know?
also some things to consider. You know, like now there's a lot kind of left up in the air that we don't really know in terms of our trips and stuff. Like, is Runefest going to be the same time every year? Or are they going to revert back to what they were originally going to do? Are we
I
gonna
hope
go
it's
to
March
TwitchCon?
again.
I'm assuming they're gonna we're gonna skip it this year, but then next year it's gonna be in like November or October. or
I would
whenever
like
they're
that
planning it.
actually, and then just completely replace TwitchCon with Runefest. That way
Runefest,
we can
yeah.
do the clean like we used to do, where like you do on one end of the year you do the like
The base
organized
trip.
RuneScape thing, which is either TwitchCon or RuneFest, and then on the other side we do our own personal trip. I like that
Yeah,
balance that
that's
we
like-
had of those, because if
that's the
they're on
best
the
balance for
opposite end
sure.
of the year, then I feel like, because more than 2 trips in the year is kind of hard to manage. But like if they're on opposite ends of the year, it kind of like not forces you to do both, but it's like it makes just a lot more sense to do both. But I like having
All right,
that like balance.
Mexico, September. Thoughts?
December was
Mexico
what
in
we were thinking.
December.
Yeah,
December?
yeah.
How's the weather there in
Okay.
December?
Hot.
I'm down for any time in the
Equator.
fall. Doesn't have to be
Dude,
December. Doesn't have to be anything.
Sun.
But
Figure it out.
fall.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out for sure. It'll be, but we'll find a place to try this. But we've already been going for a
guys
while.
for-
If you guys want to move on to the Twitter workshop, I'm ready. We
okay.
we can
Oh, yeah,
reconvene.
yeah, yeah.
next
I
week.
did want to talk about Runefest a little bit. My
Go
my
ahead, no, go
Runefest
ahead.
experience. I feel like there were a few things which I wish I was able to be on the last cast on. I couldn't make the last cast because I had a second leg of my Europe trip. So I went to Runefest, and then I went for a little bachelor party after. So I came back to the United States after 2 weeks of debauchery in Europe, and my brain, I think, has legitimate holes inside of it. But it's okay. I'm done with school. Don't need that shit anymore. So one of the things I do want to talk about is one event that I had with 2 people, Skidler and Ron. 2 hilarious, amazing, great people.
Oh, they're great.
They're awesome.
They're fantastic people to me, you know? And for some reason in my brain, I thought that they were Australian, even though I realized like they're not. They're not Australian at all.
Ron is.
Wait,
So-
isn't Ron?
Ron, he's
Ron-
Kiwi. He's
Ron's-
he's New
The
Zealand.
same thing,
What's
bro.
what's the difference?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you
So,
gotta say to
I
them to
tapped
piss them off,
Skidler
bro.
on the I thought they like fucking lived together in Australia type shit in my brain. I don't know why. So like I tapped Skidler on the shoulder. I was like, "Yo, dude, I would love a picture with the Aussie boys." And he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I was like, "You and Ron, bro." And he like looks up at me. He's like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Dude.
And then like everything just went through my brain. I was like, "Oh fuck, he's from around here, isn't he?"
Ignoble
And
is a fucking
Dude.
knob. That's probably what he fucking
Basically,
said to you.
I know what was going on through his brain. He was just like, "What the fuck? What the fuck did you say?" I was like, my bad. I didn't mean it. I was, I'm drunk. Haha. Ooh, I'm so fucked up right now."
He could tell.
But I think that was
He
one
could
of
tell.
my.
My
That's
my
one of my
deepest
favorite
darkest secret,
interactions.
my full first
Yeah.
year of content creation, I thought Skidler and Perp were the same person. I didn't know those were 2 different people.
Damn.
Honestly, man, that's not
even a joke.
Oh my god.
I feel like their comedy or like their humor is on the same wavelength, so I'll give you that for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like that's it.
Yeah, to me, they seem all very like they seem like they're all like
Dude,
close friends and
Skidler-
all live in the same place
yeah.
type situation.
Skiller's more handsome. I'll give him that. That guy's a very attractive man.
Dude, he is hot in real life. I was
Very
like,
hot in
"Holy
real
fuck,
life.
He is.
Good-
Like,
good
Skidler's
looking
hot
man.
as hell, yeah.
yeah,
He's way hotter than Perp, I'll
not
say,
bad.
dude. No shade to Perp.
yeah,
I'm
it
sorry
is
for
what it is,
confusing
bro.
you,
You know,
but like, I don't know how I made that mistake. I apologize.
that's fine.
the other thing I wanted to talk about a little more on the wholesome side than dumbass drunken, things was I met, I think, one content, like my favorite person to meet. I don't know if you guys had this conversation about who your favorite person to meet that you didn't expect to meet. But for me,
Dude, that was one of the topics we talked about last week. I want to get yours and Hamsey's both. Favorite person you met who you weren't like wasn't even on your list at all. Like it was just like you was a side quest.
That one for me was Swang. Do you guys know who Swang is? Swang, KPK.
Swang. Yeah, Swang.
Dude, he was there one night. And I was like, holy shit, that's Swang. Because he was one of like the first people I had watched on Twitch. This is like 2018, like pre-COVID, back in the day. And I told him like, yo, dude, I'm gonna fangirl over you just for a second, just like just please let me have this moment. But I was telling him, I'm like, dude, I love this stuff about your stream because he's moved on and doing other crazy shit in his life right now. Dude. Something like that.
I met him too, bro. He was doing a run with your good friend, Mr. Teenage. They were running. I was walking into the convention and I walked past him running, and I was like, "You guys need help. What the fuck's wrong with him?"
He's like super into that. He did like a 30-mile run the other like
craziness
shit. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Crazy.
But that was just the most wholesome thing. I'm just like, dude, it was a fascinating time meeting you. Like, of all the people that I met, like of all the super famous people, it's like sure, it was cool meeting them as a content creator, but Swang, I was just like, holy shit, man, it was fucking fuck you, Pearson Joe. I actively stayed away from you. I was like, fuck that guy, he's racist. But Swang was awesome, man. He messaged me the morning after, and he was just like, dude, it was an absolute pleasure, just like meeting you. It was such a great feeling, and I was just like, likewise, man. It's just the most positive feeling came from those interactions that night. It was just like,
dude, what about us in the club, drunk and hugging each other and talking each other's ears, saying positive things to each other? You don't remember that?
I'm pretty sure I looked directly in the camera.
Nah,
and said, I looked at
you. You guys weren't talking. You guys were making out.
T-Papa's gay too, bro. T-Papa hugged me twice before I left. That was pretty good.
That was hella gay, dude. I'm gonna miss you, dude.
Damn.
Sorry, I miss you guys already. It sucks, but we'll be together again. All right, before we do tour works with Hamsey, who's your favorite person you met that you weren't like expecting?
I mean, I definitely had some really fun times because I said I was hanging out with Ginger Beardy a lot. Skidler and Ron were both part of those late nights, so had some funny degenerate time with them as well. I had a really nice long talk with Rigondeaux, just talking on some real shit.
Legend.
And then also Morad. That was like one of the first people I started watching like forever ago. Never really had like a too personal of a like relationship with him, but I've known who he was for so long, and he was telling me how much he like listens to the podcast, which like I'm a fan of his. He's kind of telling me that he was a fan of me. Like I was like, that was like a really cool, experience to have. So definitely those people. And then fucking, my brother Ginger Beardy, like.
Of course, always. I was gonna say, you said Moran. That was cool to. He the first thing he told me was Morad. Yeah, the first thing he told me is that he listened to the podcast. I was like, what, really,
dude? So you told me that he was there and that he was like looking to meet me, and I was like, dude, I'd even like, I was telling him that he looks so different in real life, bro. That I was like, bro, you fucking. He was like, is that a good thing? I was like, yes, it is, dude. Like, you're fucking handsome, man. And and I think we did talk about this stuff, but his camera makes him look like he's a tall guy, dude.
Bro, he was handsome. He had the thrift drip
I ran
on,
into
bro.
him, and I was just like, bro. He's like, okay, picture me, but like 4 times as handsome and dripped out. It was crazy. He was like, he was good looking. Fucking had the sick swagger on. Had the jewelry and shit on. He was looking too good. I'm just like, you can't stand next to me, bro. Like I'm not. I would say
Morad and Rigondeaux have inspired me to maybe wear a ring every now and then or something, bro. We'll throw a ring on, bro. They rock the ring.
They look good with the jewelry.
One little ring.
Yeah. Maybe throw one on.
Well, a big gold
I'm hoping
ring,
so.
But...
I want to turn this spoon into like a cool ring. The spoon. So hopefully,
there's a guy who does that on TikTok.
I know that's where I got the idea from. Is I saw people turning shit into. I'm gonna start doing that. Become like a thing. Maybe I'll make you guys some if I can get like 2 or 3 rings out of this. Maybe I'll make you guys some. We'll see. But anyway,
dude, I think Runefest was like, to me, I've stopped streaming like over a year ago, right? I haven't done shit.
I feel bad for Tasty, honestly, more than
it's okay.
Yeah, I wish you were there, man.
I've made my peace, dude. I've made my peace. It's okay.
To me, I was just so shocked that I was like recognized by anyone in the first place. I was expecting to just be like standing there while everyone's flocking over fucking PJ, T-Papa, and Hamsey. But like it was crazy to just have people come up and be like, dude, you're ignoble. I'm just like, yeah, you're damn right I am. Like fucking good time.
Dude, listen, you stood out there. I'm not gonna lie. Like there wasn't a lot of color in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna put it out there. There wasn't. There just wasn't. You know, it just wasn't.
Only one person asked if I was bitter, so it was a good.
Oh, but he
So-
asked like, dude, that was funny as fuck because he asked. He was serious. He wasn't
Oh,
moving
oh,
on.
yeah, okay,
That's
so-
kind
so-
of insane.
So one of my other favorite moments, like on that note, was John MP4, our friend. Somebody asked me if it was Saint Tits, and I said yes, and they started freaking out. It started going crazy.
Saint
And John's
Tits,
just
bro.
like, I just like didn't know what to do because I just put him in the moment, like, just, and then I was like, no, I'm just fucking with you, but that was good. Also, there's another family member. It's like when we take pictures, and Hamsey's like, "You want me in the picture too?" And they're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Oh my god!" It was very wholesome. Very wholesome watching how excited Hamsey was to get in the pictures.
I wanted to take a funny video of we should have fucking did it, Seth. Man, we had this funny idea to take a video of me just like standing there like waiting to get recognized. But like, dude, I have this in my fucking head. We're gonna do it next time. But like, we can get someone involved. Like if we find one of the viewers, like I'm standing there and then they come up to me like, and I think they're going to, but then they go say hi to someone else like behind me.
Yeah, that'd be
We
great.
just gotta get to the meet and greet spot after the meet and greets end when like no one's standing there anymore and just have you there alone, just like waiting and there's no line.
Yeah, just bring my own sign. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, you know, like the YouTubers who don't really show their face but are still pretty popular. I was talking to Hanani and Idol, and there was somebody else with whom I didn't really recognize in their entire group they were chatting with, and it was apparently Colinello,
Oh.
who's
Oh,
a
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
big YouTuber.
Didn't you meet
Like,
him?
I
in
didn't
Vegas?
I
recognize
still
him.
have not met that guy, bro. He's one of the
No,
one
I don't
people I
think so.
still have yet to meet. I've never met that
You've
guy.
never met,
But, like-
dude. He was in Vegas.
I know. I didn't meet him.
I genuinely don't remember him.
Maybe I did.
Also, to be fair, I was pretty fucked up for most
Bro.
of Vegas, so like,
Yeah, dude.
It
If
is-
you don't show your face, like you're good at Runefest. Like you don't have to, unless you have an actual official meet and greet. Like you're kind of can just walk around there. No one's gonna recognize you. Like our faces
Yeah,
I
are.
it
felt
was-
kind of bad because I
it
was
was-
just like, he's pretty popular, and you feel like you should know him. But then I was just like, yo, Idol, Hanani was. we were
dude, it
chatting,
was
just
it
like-
was kind of interesting to see
about
Bunny
me?
Bob walking around with the full fucking mask with goggles, like and a hat, like just full.
That's kind of a sick fit.
Undercover.
Who's Bunny?
It was a pretty sick fit, yeah. And then she was at
VTuber.
the Endor
Streamer.
party, just like
Oh,
rocking
no
the shades.
way.
Yeah, she was at the Endor party, just rocking the shades, like.
Yeah. Anyway, do we have anything else, or would you guys
I
like? Because
got
I'm still
tweets.
banned. I'm still banned on Twitter. So.
I got tweets
You
is
can
what I
move on.
got.
I don't think I got a tweet,
I
dude.
would
Let
just
me
like to
check.
thank you guys for delaying the Twitter workshop because that just gave me the exact amount of time I needed to make this thing that I wanted to make.
I'm
so
glad.
I
I'm
guess-
glad. I'm glad.
I can go first. I don't know exactly what the caption will be, so we could throw this up on the screen.
That was good though. We're gonna
Right
get to the.
about
By the
now.
way, for those listening on the Patreon today, we have a few stories. I think 2 stories I want to tell. One about Runefest and one about something that happened before Runefest.
Dude,
And then-
Hamsey.
Also,
Can you look
Dude.
at what I said, you dude?
and then
I need a
also,
caption for this.
and then also, T Papa has a story about doing mushrooms where his wife did not almost get killed. I'm not looking
Dude,
at what these
Hamsey
guys
has
are
a
looking
story
at.
where Hamsey assaulted someone at Best Buy. We were just getting into it.
I
We
almost
just-
assaulted
Hamsey,
that was
Hamsey,
straight
Hamsey, what the fuck is that, man? Anyway,
Dude.
what the fuck is this picture?
Okay.
We can throw that on the screen
Will
right
you-
now.
No, I'm
Saint
going
Tits,
first. No,
Saint
no,
Tits,
no.
Saint
Let
Tits,
me go
Saint
first
Tits,
because mine's not as
Saint
good.
Tits.
Mine's not as good as that. So
Saint
let
Tits,
him go
timestamp
first.
real quick. When I'm explaining that, will you throw up the photo of what's in the After Dark, please? Thank you. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to go now?
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, when I'm explaining what's on the Patreon, if he just has that photo up and you guys
okay.
reacting to it, yeah. That's all.
yeah.
That's
Okay. First one. This one's the bad one. I got a good one after that, but I don't know, dude. I might get canceled. Mayo is lotion for sandwiches.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Why would you get canceled for that?
Oh no, the next one.
Oh,
Can you imagine just like taking your sourdough and just massaging fucking?
All right. If you guys
Right.
co-sign this one, I'll send this one, but I need it co-signed. All right.
I'm not gonna co-sign it. I can already tell you.
I already
Dude,
know I'm
I'm on
co-signing
your
this.
side,
Dude,
brother.
I've got
Hit it.
banned twice last time I was co-signed, so you don't want my co-sign.
Okay, you ready? Jerking off with Tourette's has got to be full of surprises.
That's a banger. I could on that.
That's
not bad.
kind of funny. Yeah, that's not
All
bad.
right.
I think there's gonna be some people with Tourette's getting offended, bro. Like,
Dude,
there's a
it's
lot-
Twitter,
dude, listen.
bro.
They
Yes,
probably
there
love
could be
jerking off.
people with
People-
Tourette's getting mad at
Listen,
me.
bro, people in the RuneScape community are way more retarded than anybody with Tourette's, bro. No one's gonna get offended by that. It's not even
All
close.
right, sweet.
People with Tourette's aren't retarded. They just have an impediment.
Dang, all right, fine. I sorry. I guess I should make fun of people with Tourette's more. I didn't know
You're
they're an
short, man.
unprotected
Shut
class.
Wow.
All right, then I'll send thank you for the cosign. I will send that one.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I don't got nothing. I'll be honest. I'm tapped out this week.
I ain't a
Oh wait,
Twitter brother.
Hamsey. We're
I'm
not
just
going
here
to talk
click the
about
like
Hamseys.
button.
We're just going to.
Prison Joe, can you explain my image that I made?
Will you pull
Yeah,
it up
what
again,
is this?
Saintis, please? As you can see here, this is a diagram. For many of you watching, maybe you've not seen this before, but it is it's an ear. It's the ear canal of somebody's ear, and at the top of the ear is the most sensitive part, also known as the cornucopia. And that's what you want to slash.
That is
Coming
pretty
down
sensitive, yeah.
is something connected to it.
This is not an ear, dude.
Called the connector, and you're going to want to stab that. And as you can see in the opening there is the opening of the ear canal where you're going to want to jab that. But that's clearly what that is. And on today's Patreon podcast, we're going to explain that further in depth, how you can attack the ear, and how T Papa did mushrooms, and how I mended a rift between two content creators at Runefest, and how I almost killed a hardcore Iron Man and had a Reddit post made about me. Ignoble, take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Based After Dark podcast, episode number 86.
Don't skip. We have some news for you because we have recently reworked our entire podcast format. We will still be conducting one normal podcast a week, but now Tier 1 patrons will have access to a weekly exclusive Patreon podcast that's going to be even more based and more after dark. We've also updated our other tiers to include perks that allow you to directly interact with the podcast and influence the topics that we speak about. The Patreon will be linked in the description below.